Okay, there's been a lot of questions, should I say, plural, about publishing and selling cover tracks as remixes. Now, this is a very tricky scenario when it comes to releasing covers or anything that has to do with a song that is quote unquote considered a derivative. A derivative meaning it came from a different source. There is an original source to it. In this case, a lot of EDM producers are doing just so. So, I pulled up this interesting article on Hypebot. You can check out hypebot.com. It's a great resource for music business and do-it-yourself DIY type of deal. But they do cover exactly what the parameters are when it comes to publishing and selling cover tracks as remixes. In my inner circle, producers and songwriters, I do have a lot of friends that are actually in this type of business. So if it reads here, if you are interested in making a remix of a track you don't own, and the original artist or record label is likely way too big to listen to a humble request to remix their track from a little independent producer like you, so what do you do? How can you publish a remix? What exactly can you remix? How can you do it fully legally, which is the big focus here? How can you sell it? And what are the risks associated with going the bootleg route? Now, you got to be real careful with this stuff because I've seen people get served and pretty much make a turnaround for the benefit of the original composer, which is kind of what the point is here. You have to get clearance by the original songwriter. There's a remix, and then there's a cover. And then there's the very few times that the cover can sometimes be presented as a remix, but the difference is definitely important. So let's cover that real quick. I'll zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see it. Cover or remix. A remix is a track that has taken portions of the actual audio recording from the original track and use them in a new creative sound recording. A lot of EDM producers do this. They actually make their own bed of music. They use a different tempo. They create different chord progressions, the whole nine, the whole production, and they just neatly quantize the vocal stems on top of their original composition and make it their own. And then there's a cover. A cover is a song that uses no actual audio from the original composition, but is derivative of the original arrangement, meaning the composition of the melody and harmony plus any lyrics. Like it's actually the same lyrics, the same melody progression. It sounds when you hear it, you know it's a cover of something that you've heard before. The audio can be from both the master track or separate track stems. Covers are much easier to deal with when it comes to legality, as you are working only with the material that the songwriter owns. So I won't bore you too much with this stuff. I just wanted to kind of distinguish both, and this is exactly what it is. But just do know there's one thing that did stand out to me here. And it's regarding the EDM genre, which I'm a huge fan of too. I mean, but it doesn't matter what genre you're in, there's still some rules you got to follow. It reads here, in the EDM genre, you can call your cover a remix and fans won't care or know the difference. And you don't see a lot of tracks labeled as covers out there. And that's kind of like a community cultural EDM thing where everything's a remix. And on the link I'll paste as to how to look up how the royalties pay on the actual covers. There's several resources that you can actually look at. That way you can get an idea as to how they work. But I'll go ahead and paste the link to this email so you guys can check it out. And if you guys have any other questions, you know I'm here to help, and I'll be seeing you on campus.